Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? NukemDukem here. First off, today's Epi's birthday, and I want you guys to wish him a happy birthday. Say, hey, Nukem told me to wish you a happy birthday. I put his Twitter handle description below because he's the main community manager for Rainbow Six Siege, and he's been doing a great job for over a year. So I just want to send that guy some love. And a part of that, I want to give away Year 2 Season Pass for all platforms, PC, PS4, Xbox One, all of them. For you guys, it's in the description below. Make sure to do it begin this video or end of this video, open it up a new tab, and I'll remind you guys. So we know the Year 2 roadmap ahead of us. The next operator or country is going to be Spain, and based on this, it's going to be released sometime in February with a mid-season reinforcement between March and April. Based on earlier this year, or last year, depending when you watch this video, Operation Black Ice, the first DLC for Rainbow Six Siege, came out on February 7th. So we're going to think around early February to mid-February when we'll see the next DLC, the Spanish operators. Based on my research, Spain has a long history of many different operation units, and a lot of them are no longer enabled, but they do have a rich history of it. The one that we're going to mainly focus on is the GEO or GEOs, or if you speak Spanish, the G is pronounced with H, so it's like Heo or something like that. I'm sorry if I butchered that, but that's the one most people are talking about on Reddit. Most people are talking about in the comments that we're probably gonna get GEO, so that's what we'll focus on. Here's the badge of GEO. As you can see, it's very similar to the Mexican flag, which was founded by Cortez from Spain, so you can see the symbolism is very tied closely to that. A little history lesson for you guys, you didn't know that. So some of the roles of the GEO is VIP protection duties, also as countering and responding to terrorism. They also help out other terrorism units throughout Europe, and they're mainly focused on terrorist attacks, including aircraft hijackings, as well as hostage taking. And they're also used to help out Spanish police force throughout the country if they are needed and called upon. They are also used in like high profile events that's being hosted nationally. The last big one I remember was 1992 Summer Olympics in Barcelona. I mentioned that they help out in the special forces throughout Europe because they're in the Atlas network, which includes all counterterrorism special units in European Union. So all these European special forces, they help out each other if needed. So the GEO was first established in 1977, and their first training course happened in 1978. They were assisted and helped by and trained with the GSG-9, the current operators you see in Rainbow Six Siege. It's not really easy to join the GEOs. First, you have to have 2 years experience in the National Police Force, and then only 3% each year actually make it through the process of becoming one. On top of those requirements, you need at least one of these skills, which is whether it's martial arts, scuba diving, marksmanship instructor, or being an explosive expert. So in order to pass a test, you need to beat the physical test and the psychological test. And the physical test can be arm flex bar, vertical jump, obstacle course, running 3 kilometers in 11 minutes and a half, 50 meters freestyle swimming. On top of that, your last test is to test your intellectual capabilities of decision making of current situations. I could go on, but let's go ahead and move on to uniforms. So there's some old school uniforms and then current uniforms. So they had the old training, the current training, their old uniforms back in the 78 to 90s, and then 90s to the current one they have now. All right, let's go ahead and talk about some of the gears they have. They have goggles, gas masks, ballistic vests, and Safari Land C for the SIG P226 and gloves. But the thing I'm most interested in is they use a lot of vision enhancing devices such as thermal vision. They use Matis thermal graphic cameras. During the daylight, they used different type of thermal graphic cameras, and they have binoculars, they have night vision cameras, night vision goggles. All right, now let's get to the juice that people really care about, the weapons, right? What kind of weapons they got? The most common sniper rifle they use is the Mauser. Sorry if I say it wrong. I know there's a lot of heavy gun enthusiasts there, and butcher me if I say it wrong, but I think it's the Mauser SP66, the Heckler, and the Notch PSG-1, AMP DSR-1, Sako or Seiko, TRG-41, and the TRG-21, the Seiko A2 silenced, and the Heckler and Notch G3SG1. So we might have another sniping class in the game. Well, I don't know if you count Glaz as a sniper, but they might have another sniper in the game. Who knows? Now, this picture I'm going to post up is just a fan made. It's not 100% real, okay? But since they have a lot, I read that they do a lot of thermal stuff. This was a fan made of Ukraine operators of what thermal imaging could look like with a sniper possibly. But just keep in mind, this is not real, okay? This may what it looks like if they do have thermal imaging in the game they implement. I highly doubt it, but something to talk about, right? Now let's go over the assault rifles here that they have. So this would be attacker side. They use the SG-551 SWAT and the SG-552 Heckler, NOS, G41 TGS, and the HK33. Alright, for shotguns, they use the Franchi, Remington, and Heckler and Notch shotguns. For submachine guns, they use the MP5 and the FNP90 are their choice. Their pistols, they use a SIG P226 or 226, and they use a USP compact. This is not confirmed, but there's so much controversy with this, but GEO members also employ electroshock weapons. This caused a lot of controversy when the Amnesty International denounced its use for the weapons used by the police force. To increase their accuracy, they use devices such as holographic weapon sights, AMT reflex sights, the Schmitz and Bender 1.5 daylight sights, the Simrad KN250F night vision sights, and then they use the Varo ANPS PVS for night vision sights, the EDS laser sights, and the Surefire flashlight. Alright, let's speculate some couple maps that might be in the game or the style of it. Now, this is all speculation. So this is a picture of Barcelona. You can see it's very vibrant, very colorful. They might go with that route. That's the style the city is. So you can have an idea if they go with the Barcelona route in the buildings. Spain is known for a lot of its artistic or traditional buildings, like let's say churches or cathedrals. Will they do something controversial? Might maybe have a cathedral style map? Who knows? I still think they might do an airport map. This is a screenshot from Call of Duty airport map back in the day. Or maybe a soccer field. You know, Spain are really into their soccer sports, so maybe a soccer stadium, you know, and they might have an open field. Who knows? They might kind of restructure in some way. I know it's a stretch. Or they might go with more of a Madrid style feel of the buildings, with the kind of angular and the windows. As you can see, it's just a lot of windows. And here's another important structure, so you can kind of see or feel what the direction they may go with in the Spanish influence of their maps. Alright, so that's all I have as of now for the Spanish operator. Here's a little clip of where I got an ace, something just fun to take a look at. Don't forget to wish Epi happy birthday in the description, and for all content Rainbow Six Siege and updates, you're here on right channel. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. It's in the description link as well. And then lastly, if you guys want to see this cool Ukraine operator fan-made video I made, it looks really good. I suggest you guys check it out. It's all in the description for you guys. Woo, another kill. Woo! Woo! Oh. Woo! Let me ace this! Let me ace this! Woo! Ace!
Op 4 neutralized.
Ace!
Successful.
Ah. 14, baby.